Alright, so in this video I would like to explain why I prefer for my clients to have 2 to 3 meals rather than 4 to 5, as most of the nutritionists recommend. So this is what the average person would do if they go to a nutritionist or dietitian, right? Let's say that person is supposed to eat 2,000 calories to be in a deficit. So 400 calories per meal, 5 times, is around 2,000 calories, right? So let's say you wake up around 6, you get out of fat burning state because during the night you go into fat burning state. And then you start eating your 400 calorie meal, right? And then because there's so many of them, after let's say roughly 2 hours, you have to eat again and again and again and again, right? And those are quite small calorie meals, they have to be, right? Now, why I don't like this is because, first of all, time. You have to consider sitting down and eating 4 to 5 times per day. If you're a busy person, I don't think that's optimal for you. Second of all, small calorie meals. I've done this before. I've done 5 meals, 4 meals, 3 meals, 2 meals, and I've done fasting for 3 days, right? So I know what my body's capable of. And I know also that with a meal like this, I don't feel satisfied, I don't feel full. So I'm constantly thinking about food because I haven't felt really like I've eaten properly, if that makes sense, you know? So I also think there's more place for error here, especially if you're a busy person. You might be like, oh, I've eaten this meal, and then something happened here, you have to actually do something, go somewhere, and you cannot actually sit down and eat, and you skip this meal, and then you're like, oh, I've skipped my meal, I need to. So basically, you will have more chances of error skipping this meal and then eating too much here, and then, you know, just changing what you're doing, and it's just chaos. That's why what I would rather do with my clients is, let's say you're sleeping in a fat burning state, you get up, you don't have to wait straight away, you can wait a little bit, and then you can have, so you can get some things done here, right? In this time when you wake up, you can get some things done instead of sitting down and eating. And then you're able to have 666 meal calories, right? Because 666 times 3 is around 2,000 calories, right? And then you're more likely to be able to get back into fat burning state for a little bit at least, right? And then you can eat, let's say, second meal of 666 calories, very filling, nice meal. Then more chances of getting back into fat burning state. And then last meal, 666 calories. Each time you eat, you're full, and then you don't worry about food until the next one. Now, why I like this is, as you can see, there's more chances of you getting back into fat burning state. Meals are bigger, fill you up, right? And you got more time for yourself, for your business, for everyone else, right? Because you don't have to do it so often. You don't have to worry too much. You can also decrease this to 2 meals. So if we're not gonna eat this one, then you're gonna eat breakfast, like late breakfast, and then quite early dinner, right? And then those meals would be even higher calories. Or you can skip breakfast and have early lunch and dinner, or you can have breakfast and then late lunch and no dinner. 2 meals, 3 meals, however you want to do this. My clients have done 2 meals, 3 meals, and I think this is much better for you to do rather than this one. Also, another reason for this would be, the more you eat, depending on what it is, right? But there's going to be some sugar in there. So the more sugar you have, the more often you have it, you need to release insulin. The more often you do this, in a period of years, right? Not weeks or months, but in a period of years, your body can become insulin resistant. And that's pretty much next step just before being diabetic. And I don't think you want to be diabetic, do you? So if you don't want to be diabetic, this would be much better for you than this. If you want to be diabetic, then this is more chances of you becoming diabetic when you constantly eat, increasing blood sugar levels, and then insulin, all this time, right? Obviously, this doesn't guarantee you're going to be diabetic, but what I'm saying is there's more chances with this one than with this. Also, the more time you eat, you can be distracted. Your focus can be worse because you can, depending on what you have, but there are chances that you're going to have some snacks from the shop that has all those different chemicals, all those different preservatives, etc. And all those different ingredients can affect you in a way that you cannot focus properly, you know? Also, if you're used to constantly eating, then you're gonna be very glucose based, which means it's hard for you to go without food. So if you struggle to go without food, then you're going to struggle to focus. Whereas here, if you eat 3 meals or even 2 meals, yes, you're going to have to adapt to this, but that's going to be taking you a week, max 2. And then it's easier for you to go without food. How cool is that? Right? And it's healthier for you. It's healthier for you to be in a fat burning state and not feel hunger and being irritated, and feeling low blood sugar levels. You can get used to this one. So yeah, this is why I would prefer my clients to have 2 to 3 meals when they're trying to lose fat. If you have any questions, message me directly and I'm happy to answer any questions. If you're looking to burn fat, then definitely message me and I'll help you. Within 3 months, we can burn 20 pounds of fat.